Hello everyone and welcome to Something to Talk About.
Hi. We have so much to cover in this show. We've got Carrie Underwood, Matthew McConaughey. We're still mad about that Saints game.
Yes.
And a popular travel site has just revealed the best travel destination of 2019, and I bet it is one of y'all's hometown because it's in the South. So
in the South.
Stick around for that. Jorie, you're going to kick us off with some big baby news.
Yes.
Well, not your baby news.
Not my baby news. No baby news from this gal. But this is probably, I would say, the biggest news coming out of the South this week. You guys know we love Carrie Underwood around here. Carrie Underwood and Mike Fisher have welcomed baby number 2. Which is so exciting.
So cute.
This is a picture of Mike and the new baby. His name is Jacob Brian Fisher, which is so sweet. She said Jacob Brian Fisher entered the world in the wee hours of morning on Monday. So just this past Monday, mom and dad could not be happier. Everyone's doing well. And big brother Isaiah is super excited as well. I love this. She said, our hearts are full, our eyes are tired, our lives are forever changed. Life is good. So sweet. Yeah. And this news...
Wait, she announced this yesterday?
She announced this yesterday, yes, on Wednesday. So the baby came on Monday, announced on Wednesday.
I feel like alarm bells were like going off in the Southern Living office yesterday afternoon when this news broke. So
yes.
We were like in the studio working on something and our news editor ran out and somebody was like, Carrie Underwood had her baby.
Yes, exactly. We're in the middle of a shoot and everyone, started to lose their mind. She's like, I gotta get back to my desk and write the story. You guys know we love celebrities, especially country music singers, and then babies,
and
of
course.
We love
babies.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I wonder if this little boy is going to grow up to be a singer like his mama or a hockey player like his dad, or maybe both. You don't know. But yeah, this news comes after kind of Carrie Underwood having a hard year. She's been open about the fact that, well, one, she had a big injury. She fell down a flight of stairs and had to get around 40 stitches in her face. And then, of course, she's talked about the fact that she's had a couple of miscarriages trying to have another baby. So they say this is a miracle baby that they're just really, really happy that they've turned into a family of 4 now.
Yeah, rainbow baby.
Yes. I just love this news. We just want to congratulate the happy couple. And yeah, she said that lastly, her big brother, she doesn't really think he understands what's going on yet. She said, he'll be really sweet and talk to my belly and kiss my belly. Aww. He's the sweetest little boy, but no kid can really know that their life is going to change. She said he's going to have to share mommy. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic changes as time goes on. But yeah, super fun story. Happy for them.
Cute. Well, we do have a parenting hack for Carrie.
Yes.
Maybe in a few years. She probably doesn't have to worry about this right now.
Right.
But yeah, here's a good parenting hack. So a dad created a genius plan to get his 4 kids, who he said are all picky eaters, to actually eat what he makes them. So this dad, who uses the online name Baby Hooey, he posted this on Reddit, which, if you're not familiar with Reddit, it's this huge popular message board site. You can go on Reddit and uncover any number of things, but one of the popular topics is parenting. So he uploaded a post and he titled it, I just retired from cooking night 1. And on it he explains that he's got 4 kids. They range in the age of 10 to 16 years old. And they're around that age where they all started deciding one no longer liked cheese, another one didn't like tomato sauce, one has celiacs, which he admits, okay, she can't help that, but
yeah,
they're all these things. So he would go to the grocery store, he'd cook this dinner for 6 people, himself, his wife, and his 4 kids, and any number of them, of the kids, would not eat it. They would decide they didn't like tacos, and he was just tired of it. So he came up with this plan where he goes grocery shopping. So he still controls what food they're eating. So he'll go grocery shopping, then stack the pantry in and tells them, you are welcome to make whatever you want for dinner.
I love that.
Just get in the pantry and make your own dinner.
Basically, fend for yourself. Figure it out.
So he said the kids started making their meals, but not surprisingly, their meals were sandwiches or cereal. And he said that's what the kids ate for about 2 weeks. About that point, he and his wife were sick of sandwiches and cereal. So he started cooking again, but just for him and his wife. And he would make things that the 2 of them loved, that he enjoyed cooking, and they would just sit down and enjoy their meal while the kids ate cereal. And then he said one night a kid came up to him, one of his kids said, that smells good. Can I have some? And so the dad told him, you know, only made enough for me and Mom tonight, but if you'd like, I can make you more for dinner tomorrow night. And he's waiting on the kid to say, well, what do you have for dinner tomorrow night? And the kid didn't. He said his child was like, anything is better than sandwiches or cereal. So whatever you're making, make me some.
It's a bit of like reverse psychology almost, you know?
Yeah, so he said eventually the rest of them all came along. So where all 4 of his kids were wanting to eat what he was making. And he says now he's back to cooking for a family of 6, but he makes whatever he wants to. And if they don't like it, there are sandwiches or cereal in the pantry.
I love that. Very hands-off parenting, which is kind of how I picture myself being one day.
Yeah, but you know, you still control what they're eating. You know, he's not letting the kids decide, well, I want donuts for dinner.
Yeah.
He's buying the ingredients at the grocery store, and then they can choose from that what they want. That's perfect.
I love that. I was never a picky eater growing up. Maybe it's because my mom was such a great cook, but pretty much anything she made, I was all about it. And my little brother and I, we were, though, if she were to make something that we didn't love, we were always about like chicken nuggets and fish sticks, frozen ones, and we knew how to make that. So it's kind of similar in that we could just go pop that in if we really needed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. Y'all, next up, this story just really, well, this makes me happy, but the backstory grinds my gears a bit. You guys all know by now, I'm sure, that the Saints had a defeat on Sunday afternoon. My boyfriend was in town. We went out to watch the game. Did not want to be spoken to for like an hour afterwards. It was just very upsetting. And if you guys watched it, you know they were robbed a little bit, or a lot of it. They really were. And this guy, Matt Bowers, from New Orleans, and he's loved the Saints since he was a little kid. He owns several car dealerships throughout the Southwest and Southeast. And yeah, he took it upon himself to just let everyone know how he was feeling about the whole situation. He said it was infuriating, that it was clearly a missed call by the refs. Basically what happened was, I don't know football that well, y'all, so I'm going to do my best here. The receiver, a guy got in front of the receiver, and it should have been called, what is that, Meg?
Pass interference.
Passer interference, but they did not call it. But it was clearly, go back and watch it. Don't take my word for it. Watch it. It was clearly passer interference.
And I think there was also a little helmet-to-helmet, which is now not only a penalty, but a fine in the NFL.
Yes, y'all. It was really, really upsetting. This was 2 minutes before the final buzzer. They really could have won the game had this not been messed up.
They could have just, run the clock out and won?
Yeah, y'all. It was bad. So to shine a spotlight on this, our friend Matt, he said he was going to absolutely torture these people for the next few weeks. He rented billboards all around the Atlanta area, which is, you guys know, that's where the Super Bowl is hosted every year. And the signs say things like, Saints got robbed and NFL blew it. And blew it is spelled, yes, in the Cajun way.
How you spell it in Louisiana, right?
Yes, the Cajun way. Same way you spell like go for Go Tigers. And he says these billboards are staying up through the Super Bowl to remind everyone that the Saints got robbed. And I love this. This is just pettiness at its best level. I love it. This guy, and he's saying he will not disclose how much he spent on these billboards, but he said, I did what anybody from New Orleans would do if they were able. I'm just angry was what he finished on. So you know what? I love it. Just really channeling that anger into something hilarious for all of us to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm just imagining folks rolling into Atlanta, maybe some Rams fans, and just having that in their face.
Yes, it was Rams versus Saints, what all this madness went down. People were even talking about some old NFL rule that might let them replay this game, although I don't know how that panned out. I doubt that would happen. But
that would be exciting, though.
It would be super exciting.
Firsts for things.
I know.
Yeah, so we were pretty upset about this in my house as well. We're from Mississippi, and any Mississippi viewers know we're basically all New Orleans Saints fans, too. There are no NFL teams in Mississippi, but New Orleans is right down the road, and we've sent some really great players down to New Orleans out of Ole Miss. Archie Manning, of course, who I named my dog after. Deuce McAllister, the great running back. So this is just an excuse, basically, for me to show you another picture of my baby.
Yes.
This is for one of my Instagram stories. He's actually eating a muffin that we stole off of a Southern Living set last week. I brought him home for him because he loves muffins, blueberry muffins. He's got his Drew Brees jersey on. This was last Friday. We were getting ready for the game. My husband had been in New Orleans the week before for the Saints Philadelphia Eagles game.
Yes.
Brought Jack back. A little jersey, a little Drew Brees jersey. We couldn't find a number 8 Archie jersey in his size. So if any of you can send me a link
to the jersey,
I would appreciate it. We love Drew Brees, but we really love Archie Manning. All right, that's all I got on that one.
Y'all, it's just, the whole thing is upsetting, but, you know, we're going to move past it eventually.
Yes.
I love this next story.
So this is more sports news and celebrity news. Matthew McConaughey is now the Minister of Culture for the University of Texas. You might be asking yourself, what is a Minister of Culture? It sounds like something out of Harry Potter.
Yes, it does.
We don't know. We don't know what it is. And we don't even know if Matthew McConaughey knows what it is, but we do know that it's a title he gave himself.
And we love Matthew McConaughey.
And I
so
love
you know
that.
what? If he says that's what he is, then I believe him.
Yeah, who's going to argue with that? So, University of Texas at Austin is building a new basketball arena, $338 million. So it's going to be nice. And Matthew McConaughey, if you've watched any Texas athletic events on TV, you've probably seen him stalking up and down the sidelines.
Yeah. Throwing out the hook'em horns.
Yes, he is a huge UT fan. Yeah, he graduated, well, he's a UT graduate, graduated in 1993. So he is now the new arena's Minister of Culture. And the newspaper in Austin asked him, what is this? And he responded, it's time for an authentic home court advantage for our Longhorn basketball teams. So we still don't know.
So that's not an answer.
What it is. We think it may be somewhere between like a assistant coach / hype man, maybe.
Yeah.
So I actually caught this, the UT basketball game this past weekend. I was flipping through and actually caught, he was walking up and down the sidelines on the side of the court in the burnt orange suit, like hyping up the basketball players. And I feel like one of them went to the line for a free throw and his teammates weren't cheering him on. And Matthew McConaughey went over there and like made the basketball players stand up and start cheering him on.
Wow.
So they're just, it sounds like they're going to have to get used to that. We don't know. Is he joining the coaching staff? Is he a cheerleader?
I think it's definitely more of a hype man situation.
It doesn't matter. It's Matthew McConaughey
at
UT and the Minister of Culture, and I just love that title.
He can just call himself whatever he wants in my book. He can come into my life and call himself whatever he wants. Boyfriend, husband, anything. It doesn't matter. He's amazing. And I feel like LSU, you guys know I'm an LSU fan, needs a hype man like this. Where are all my LSU celebrities at? I don't think we have any, but it's fine. I love Matthew McConaughey. Y'all, lastly, this is great. So this southern city was just named the world's best destination for 2019. So you might be wondering what it is. This is TripSavvy's survey on where to go in 2019. And it has actually been named Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
Yes, which sadly, y'all, I have never been to Memphis.
You've never been to Memphis?
I have never been. I've been to Nashville, never Memphis, although I hear it's great.
It is great.
My first college roommate was from Memphis, Tennessee, and she really loved it. And she was a cool girl. So yeah, she said there was a lot of great stuff. But this list says there's, Beale Street, the National Civil Rights Museum, some Paulette's restaurant, which is like a soul food. So there's lots of things to do, and apparently it's also very musical. So it's not just Nashville and Tennessee.
It's the home of Rendezvous, the world's best barbecue. That is my barbecue take. Rendezvous is the best.
Rendezvous. I'm going to have to check it out.
Some of you Texas people may want to fight me on that. North Carolina, Virginia. I want to hear it. It is the Memphis Dry Rub at the Rendezvous.
I tend to believe that.
Prince William and Prince Harry have actually eaten there.
What?
They're always working the Royals in. Every episode we have to work the Royals in. We don't even have a show. We don't even have a story about the Royals.
Yeah.
But I do know that Prince Harry and Prince William have eaten at the Rendezvous in Memphis because this was a few years ago. One of their classmates or one of their friends back in England was marrying a girl from Memphis. I think she went to college in England. Marrying a girl from Memphis, so their wedding was in Memphis. So the princes came, and I can remember seeing the paparazzi shots of them coming out of, the entrance to the Rendezvous in that alley. They were like coming out of the alley to jump in their car.
We're gonna have to find that, and we're gonna post all the links to these stories.
I love it.
Below, but we'll find a link to that picture and post it for you too. I want to see that.
I would love to know what they thought of eating.
I bet they loved it.
I bet they've never had barbecue before.
No, I mean, listen, I lived in London for a year, and I did not see anything resembling barbecue or good food, really. Sorry, England, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of fish and chips.
And they don't come to the U.S. very often, and when they do, it's usually like New York, L.A.
Yeah.
So I bet that was their first time.
Maybe Miss Markle is introducing Harry to some American food.
Yeah. Well, she's from Chicago, but Chicago has some great barbecue places.
Yeah.
Or she went to college in Chicago.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I have had good barbecue in Chicago, so yeah. Anyway, but Memphis was not the only southern city that made the list. San Antonio crowned the best destination for history buffs. Atlanta, Miami, and Houston made the list for beer snobs, best cafe culture, and the food obsessed crew. So yeah, the South we know this, but has tons to offer. So you guys should definitely check it out. Visit other places that you haven't been, but you can check out the full list. We'll link it below. And I think that's all we have for this week.
Tell us where you're going this year.
Yeah.
Because we want to know, and let's talk about it. I need some ideas of places to go.
Yeah.
I've been to Memphis. Well, I went from Mississippi and I went to Ole Miss, which is right down the road from Memphis. And love Memphis. Love Houston. Houston, as far as I'm concerned, has the world's best shopping in the entire world. I love the Galleria in Houston.
Yeah.
Been to Miami. Beautiful. Was just in Atlanta this past weekend to go to the Georgia Aquarium.
Atlanta's cool too. There's so many great places. I've never been to Savannah. I'd love to check out Savannah. I
haven't been to Charleston.
I haven't either.
Which is like everyone, we
need to do the East Coast.
It's
over
huge
there.
for Southern living,
Southern East
and I
Coast,
have never been to Charleston, so I want to check it out.
Yeah, well, 2019 is the year. We're gonna move around this year. Maybe we'll bring you something to talk about on the road from another city. See if we can do it.
That'd be so fun.
That would be fun. All right, guys. I think that's it. Meg does not have a must-have this week, but she'll be back. She wasn't feeling inspired, so we're not going to bring you anything she's not excited about.
Nothing was talking to me this week.
Okay.
This week has been about surviving and not thriving. You all have those weeks, and I've just been having one of those.
That spoke to me. That just spoke to me.
That spoke to you? Yeah. That's what I'm bringing to you this week. Surviving, not thriving is quite all right.
Yep, I love that. All right, guys, that's all we have. We'll see you next week, next Thursday at 3 p.m.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.